Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this video. And of course, tumekawiana sana, but I'm sorry for being off kidogo. But since I'm back, what did we miss? Before we start, take a minute or a second to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can be able to be updating you on matters politics. Yes. So, what do we have? What are we expecting? Is Eric Omondi joining politics? That's the big question. Now, from what I know, sana mtu ambaye anaitwa Wajakoya, he speaks ukweli. From what I know, from zile vitu nimekuwa nikiona a few incidents here and there, he normally speaks very harsh truth. Kwanza aswa kwa watu wa Azimio, anawaambianga ukweli na anajaribu kuwadunga ukweli mtupu. And yesterday, Wajakoya made in or came back from abroad kwenye alikuwa ameenda, and he was welcomed by Eric Omondi. And from the video that came out of from what he spoke, he said that Sisi tuko willing to support Eric Omondi, come forth, come May, atachukua hiyo kiti ya Jalas. And it left me thinking, I mean, because tumeona the past few days Eric Omondi akiwa na Mama Ida Odinga, tumemwona akiwa na the people's president Raila Odinga, tumemwona akiwa na some Azimio leaders ambao ni kadhaa. And my question was, I mean, is it that Langata is supposed to be a seat for watu wa Nyanza, and that's number one, because Eric Omondi comes from Nyanza region. And number two, why Eric Omondi for Langata? Because we all know that Eric Omondi and Jalang'o are good friends. They are very good friends. They've worked together in the comedy industry. And now the big question is, why Eric Omondi for Langata? And number three, why should Baba settle for Eric Omondi instead of either Winnie Odinga, someone who is politically mature, or someone like what can we say? Watu wamekuwa wakisema mambo ya kauchu. Why not the those two individuals? Why not Winnie Odinga or Gaucho for Langata seat? And number three, it's going to be hard for the Azimio or for ODM in Langata, because we know Ruto anaweza rudisha Koril pale Langata, and if Jalang'o is going independent, inamaanisha Koril anaweza pita asubuhi mapema. If that is Koril, atarudi kuvai for Langata seat. So, because we're going to have a split sheet of votes in Langata, inamaanisha UDA once again will work with the ODM seat in Langata. But those are my thoughts. Unajua, because Jalang'o ako na mbogi yake uko Langata, Baba ako na mbogi yake, and UDA, which is led ilikuwa na Nick Koril, iko na mbogi yake, because Azimio ilishinda UDA with I think if not 2,000, it's 200 votes. Now the big question is, if elections were done today, the way Baba has been saying that you resign and then go back, reclaim your seat kama umetoka kwa chama, do you think ODM will still take the seat? Do you think ODM will still take the seat? Anyway, that's my thought. Angalia hii video and then tell me what you think about the video and what you think about the seat ambayo ni ya Langata that Mheshimiwa Jalang'o ametolewa kwa chama, so we're expecting anything from Langata. What is your thought? Tell us in the comment section, and of course don't forget to subscribe. This is Daniel Onsare Nyagaka. Peace.
Why are the French companies, the owners of Total, not talking about it? Why are the French exploiting everywhere they go? I'm also asking the French to leave this country. We have had enough of them. We're talking waende kabisa. And if they don't go, time will come when we shall go and remove them forcefully.
Professor, recently you said in a statement that President Ruto is running the government in a pata potea manner. Do you think he has the skills to run this government?
Not at all. He has failed. If I was the president, I'll take it easy like Kibaki. I'll make things run. When you go and take people who are not qualified to help you run the government. Alisema mama mboga, kuna mama mboga kwa hiyo cabinet, labda ni Alice anaitwa Alice. Wahome huyo ndio mama mboga yake. Alienda akasema sijui boda. Ndindi Nyoro ndio boda pale. Watu kama hao, what do you expect? People who cannot reason. People who have never seen anything. People who have no experience. That's why we like the cabinet, we like the constitution to be changed so that cabinet secretaries should be appointed through parliament, from parliament. They are answerable. Lakini ukichukua varanga ya kuku kama hawa, wengine wajua, angalia wengine, they have become billionaires. Look at Murkomen. Murkomen is wearing a watch. Muliona juzi. How many millions? Where did he get that money from? What's happening with parastatals? What's happening with employment in this country? Is Kalenjin's one side? Kikuyu's the other side. Is that incitement? Let us do the audit and find out people have been appointed, even in parastatals. Wakitaka serikali yao wakae nayo. It's time we demarcate this country. The constitution allows us to hold a referendum so that we can have a state within ourselves, self-determination. And I echo the words of Mwangi Wairia. Some of us are very experienced, very educated. We advise other governments outside. When we come in our own country, we are relegated. Alafu wanataka mmenibia kura because I got 2.8 million. Wakaiba, alafu nataka mimi niende kneel before Ruto niombe kazi. Am I crazy? Gentlemen of the press, I have principles and I go by them. And that's why I like this young man, Eric. Eric's principle has attracted Babas, has attracted me, and Azimio leadership. We are looking at him and saying, now, let us unite as a team and put him up there as one candidate, formidable candidate. Instead of putting this candidate, that candidate, we want to put Eric Omondi there. Na hiyo itaingia. Let them call for elections. He's the next MP for Langata. I'm not campaigning for him because I like him, but I like his resilience. I like his persona. I like his integral kind of agitation. I like the way he goes to parliament. And in this country, unless they arrest you, mock you, put you inside, you can't become a leader. That is the trend. For us, we have been arrested before during Moi's time. We were detained. I went into exile for all these years. I matured. So we are not afraid of being arrested. We are not even afraid of being shot. We are not even afraid of anything. Ruto should do the right thing. He must do the right thing. Otherwise, he's isolating his own Kalenjins. And they must be careful of Gachagua. Why is Gachagua making sure that leaders from other tribes cannot go to Mount Kenya? Because he's afraid. Na mimi nikienda Nyeri kesho mtaona. Let me go with Gachagua to Nyeri tomorrow. You will see that nitakuwa na watu wengi kumshinda. Si ati ni watu wa bangi. Yeye ananiita mtu ya bangi. Mimi nikichaa, I'm doing my second PhD now. My 14th law degree. Am I crazy? Let these people go somewhere. Maybe I give you a chance now.
Okay, maybe before you give him a chance, it's been a while since we saw Azimio maandamano that was going on. It was called off Elisha. Does it mean maybe Azimio and the government, they're trying to talk and come up to something like a handshake or something?
Maandamano ijaisha. Na haitaisha. Na iko kila siku. Wacha wakae pale wakidanganya watu. You know, they think they are fooling with us. Oh, wacha tufanye hivi, climatic conference ipite namna hii wengine. Why is Gachagua saying that they should not count the votes? Well, look at what happened in Gabon. That motherfucker, I'm sorry to say like this, who was overthrown recently, had only 11%. The army went and opened those servers. We don't want that to be the situation here. But I can assure you that if those servers are opened, Raila will be number one, and my 2.8 million votes will be there.
Okay, don't you think maybe we should not be talking about the votes right now? We should be talking about the way forward in the country, because we are not doing well.
Wewe kama umeiba bibi ya mtu alafu bibi akuje na mtoto mimba iko huko ndani, utasema tuache kwanza mtoto azaliwe ndio tuende hivi. You must defend what is your own, right?
Very important.
Maybe the other day we saw the Nairobi governor, that's Johnson Sakaja, and Babu engaging in an online fight. Netizens are not happy about that, and they went ahead speaking about things like liposuction and them smoking weed. Also, that maybe what can you comment on that?
Smoking weed is legitimate. It's only a white man who came and told you smoke nicotine, smoke zile masigara zingine, wacha hii, kunywa pombe, kunywa ile mawiski. What's wrong with smoking weed? It's only people who are insane who are saying ati ukikunywa hiyo utakuwa wazimu. Na watoto wakubwa kwanza ni mawazimu juu ya cocaine, right or wrong? Our grandfathers have been smoking weed for a long time. It's medicinal. People don't just understand the logic behind it. In America, they have even passed a constitution. Unaenda pale unafinyua, kuna smoking zone. Let people smoke weed. What's wrong with that? Let it actually be used for manufacturing, for medication, and for what have you. Like now, this watch you see here, this is fiber. Because of this fiber, it makes this watch to be 11 million. Because of the fiber. Because of the fiber. Now, if you look at the ship, you look at the planes, the drones, they're all made out of fiber, which is one of the byproducts. Canada last year alone got $484 billion out of fiber, which comes from China grew 165,000 acres of wheat. They got 3 trillion in the first harvest. 1.5 trillion was lent to Kenya to build this highway. Alafu hapa tunalala tu ati ni mbaya, mnaenda kwa Kristo sijui mnafanya nini. Even in Israel, even Jesus smoked weed. Go and read the book of Deuteronomy, read the book of Ezekiel 39. Soma Biblia ujua kwamba weed is legal in Israel where Jesus was born. It's used during baptism. Alafu hapo anakuja mzungu alikuja hapa anasema ati hii ni mbaya, hii ni mzuri. Alafu anatuibia. Alafu they make it legal. Pharmaceuticals use it. They produce it from where? Is Museveni mad to legalize it? Is South Africa mad? Is Zimbabwe mad? Is Rwanda mad? Is Holland mad? Is America mad? Is Britain mad? Is Denmark mad? Why do they have it? It's only in Kenya where things happen this way. They can pass LGBT. Mwanaume alale na mwingine. Hiyo is good to them. Lakini weed, which has been there, which helped our grandfathers and treated them for many years before colonialism, which also helped the Mau-Maus to restrain the cold environment. Watu tunalala. Hii ni pesa. Kama ningekuwa president saa hizi Galana Gulalu ingekuwa imepandwa na tumeharvest because it's only 4 months. Kila mtu angekuwa na magunia ngapi ya bangi? Gunia moja 50 kg kwa New York Stock Exchange. It's $302 million. Sasa ukiwa na hiyo gunia moja tu na hiyo pesa, huwezi kujenga kanisa yako. Huwezi kujenga baa yako. Huwezi kujenga shule yako. Alafu hapo unakuta wengine wanakaa huko ati na wenye wanakaa ni wale mapastors unaona State House kila siku na matumbo kubwa wamebeba bahasha. Morality and religion in this country.
The last question, talking about the Nairobi County leadership, recently we saw Babu Owino blasting Sakaja over the way he runs this government, or rather the county. Do you feel maybe Babu Owino is planning to vie for the gubernatorial seat the next general election?
It's within his right to run for the seat, and I will support him. If Tim Wanyonyi runs, I'll support. Even if this young man runs, which I'll support. But let's leave that aside. Sakaja has failed. We have people who are sacked. Was it Kim's? Ile brigadier army alikuwa.
Yes.
He sacked those people, he never paid them. Nairobi County has become very filthy. Sakaja is very, very proud man. When Gachagua was abusing Gachagua, I took the cross on behalf of Sakaja to tell of Gachagua. Did he ever even call me to say what? That guy is very proud, and that pride ndio itafanya atakuwa one-term governor. Na ajua kwamba nimesema, na mimi nikisema niko na spirit kama ya Raila. He's a one-term governor, so Babu is right.
You also mentioned somewhere on Twitter that President Ruto is also a one-time president.
Well, he is if he doesn't change. And also, if he doesn't open the server, he's not the president. Unless he opens the server, then we shall decide to say, we shall think of whether he will be a one-term president or not. After opening the server, fungua server, kama uli win, bas tutaongea mambo ingine. But if you did not win and then you stole the election, well, and gentlemen of the press, I have so much experience. I've lived in exile for so many years. I've been in Britain for many years, in the US for so many years. I practiced in those two countries. Dictators don't last long. I met Mobutu's son in London yesterday. He's so poor, mpaka nikashangaa. Hii ni nini? Wakae wakijua they are temporary. They can kill, they can do what have you, but when their time comes, angalia Uhuru iko wapi? Who knew that Uhuru would shake my hand after all this? But would you have shaken my hand before that? Ruto ajua kwamba presidency is temporary. Afanye kazi yake, afungue server kwanza. Akishafungua server nini? Lakini mambo ya kutichezea kama Azimio, fanya hivi. Tuingine, I mean, where is the legitimacy? When the president says something, Gachagua anapinga kama hii mambo ya Azimio hii. Gachagua badala ya hao kungojea matokeo ya mazungumzo, Gachagua wako tu nini? Kila mahali president anaenda, Gachagua yuko pale. What is he afraid of? Does he want Ruto to die so that he takes over? Why can't he stand firm and do what is required to do by law as a deputy president of this country? Why must he be following Ruto? Why can't he come to Kakamega alone? Why can't he go to Nyanza alone? Why can't he go to Mombasa alone? Awache kufuatafuata president, afanye kazi yake. I don't hate Gachagua, but I'm telling him that the trend which he's creating is bad for our generation. It will mean we shall fight in this country. Our generations will fight in this country. People like you who are not paid well, the media. Nobody's talking about you. When you go to the US, the media is highly paid and recognized. Hapa, mtu akifungua radio station, we nenda. Hata hakuna pesa mnapewa. I am sure some of you just came here on your own. So we need legitimacy. We need people to look at things the way they are. And I'm warning this country. They can arrest me, I'm here. Who cares? But I'm telling them, and I'm warning the police as well. Mwanza kushikashika watu, mnawapeleka kwa nyumba, mna blindfold, your day will come. Wile mtu alikuwa anataka kuua baba ako wapi? Spirit ya baba si imefanya jamaa miguu imevunjika hako hospitali. Si baba alienda kumuona. Mjihadhari, because nyinyi mnashika watu, watoto wenyu wakienda shule wanaanguka mtihani. Hiyo pesa ya bribery mkichukua mkinunua ng'ombe haitoi maziwa, unafurafura tumbo kama maskini. Fanya kazi yako kama polisi. Asante.
Maybe on economy, before we finish, some people are suggesting that we should maybe reduce the rate at which our parents are giving birth, to reduce mtoto apatwe mmoja. What is the future of this country?
Maybe he has copied the Chinese single child policy. Ni China, ukienda huko uone mrembo uweke mimba unaenda jela. Lazima uoe na upate mtoto moja. Maybe that's what they want. Mimi nikipata dem nikioa second wife nataka kuzaa kila kitu. Si ati kwani naenda kuchunga nini? Maybe that's what they are up to. Lakini si wamezaa. You tell me those guys, how many kids do they have with women outside there? Many. Wamezaa kama kuku. Wengine miguu inakaa namna hii kama vyura. Alafu anaanza kuambia watu hivi. Wenyewe wanakula mzuri. Unafikia watu wako na njaa? Hao watu wanakula mzuri sana, lakini they bring policies that have no foundation. They don't want to be inclusive. They don't want us to give them ideas. Sasa kuna wengine hata mimi ukiniuliza minister for ugali, mimi siwajui. Ni watu wengine waliokotwa tu at minister. Sasa angalia vile wanapigana kama Wavome na PS. Angalia Ministry of Immigration. PS nini huko chini. Angalia Ministry of Power, Energy. Kuanzia juu paka chini, sini Kalenjin, paka Ports Authority. Kwani watu wengine hawako? Gentlemen and ladies, I don't know whether I'm crazy. But if I'm crazy, take me to the Pope to pray for me. But that's the truth.